Peter Obi. Yesterday, I read my dear brother Kenneth Okonkwo's open letter in which he expressed differing views with me on the skirmishes in our party. And today I saw various responses to the letter. I want to therefore categorically and emphatically declare that Barrister Okonkwo remains my beloved brother and a trusted ally. I sternly caution against referring to him as a mole or making any negative remarks. Kenneth Okonkwo has stood by me through thick and thin, and his loyalty and commitment cannot be overstated or diminished. Disagreements and differing opinions are a natural part of any group, society, or movement, and it is essential to maintain a level of respect and decorum even when we disagree. Having differing views does not make someone an enemy, and it is crucial to engage in constructive dialogue rather than resorting to personal attacks or #gative remarks. In fact, to me personally, I don't want to work with anyone who always agrees with me, because as a leader, learning and listening are critical components of leadership. I want to listen to those who have different opinions and try to convince them otherwise or take their advice if it is better. I urge all believers of a new Nigeria to remain steamer 0ng, resilient and focused, and to refrain from discouragement or negative remarks towards Barrister Kenneth Okonkwo or anyone who leaves or disagrees with our views, strategies, or tactics. My message is clear and simple. Unity, respect, and civility must prevail, even in the face of disagreement and violence. According to Dr. Moses Paul via Twitter. When I saw Kenneth Okonkwo's @RealKennethOkonkwo write-up yesterday, as always, I wanted to quickly discuss it with Poe at Peterobi to get his thoughts. However, when I called him, he was in Aka as the keynote speaker at a large Rotary Club-organized meeting of the installation of Rotarian Professor Nnamdi Onanyelu. Later that night, he was in Lagos. This morning, he went to Owerri for a scheduled meeting with Governor Alex Otti. When I tried to reach him again, he was on his way to another meeting before heading to yet another engagement outside Lagos. He later called me back this evening around 4 p.m. on his way out of Lagos. While speaking to him, I expressed my worries and concerns about the departure of Kenneth Okonkwo, mentioning some key points. He calmly responded, saying, "Mo, Kenneth, Balami, and others remain my beloved younger brothers, who, in due time, will realize the virtues of humility and patience in trying to do things in a peaceful manner. In Nigeria," he continued, "we have become all too accustomed to rascality and forcefully doing things, making noise, and bulldozing our way through, even when we are wrong. This behavior is often mistakenly seen as a measure of power or greatness. However, that yardstick must not continue to define us, because that is not the society we want to build. The society we preach is one that values doing things the right way, with integrity, patience, and perseverance, even if it takes time. We must shift our mindset and recognize that true greatness lies not in loud boasts or aggressive actions, but in quiet confidence, humility, and a commitment to excellence. By doing so, we can create a more just, equitable, and prosperous nation for all." He said, "Mo, we all joined the Labour Party about 18 months ago. We spent the first year on campaigns, elections, and court proceedings. And now, I am expected to become a Superman, scattering everything and achieving instant results." He continued, "I appreciate the patience and understanding of the obedience and plead with them to let us be the example we want to see in our society. This is not the first time I have faced such challenging situations. In fact, this has been my trajectory in life. I am actually energized when people think I am weak and try to walk all over me for doing the right thing. Mo, all I can assure you is that doing the right thing is not a sign of weakness. Humility and patience are virtues, not weaknesses. It is a long journey, and I am committed to it. I encourage the #OBIDINTS to do the same. Let us walk this path together, with faith and perseverance. We will get there, and our efforts will be worth it in the end. Dr. Mo.
Amazing. That was P2B's reply to Kenneth Okonkwo. Remember that day before yesterday, Kenneth Okonkwo left Mr. P2B and the Labour Party, and he dropped a note or something like a goodbye to Mr. P2B because he believed that through Mr. P2B, he is not going to achieve or come to his destination. So he left. So yesterday, Mr. P2B replied him. After that, one of the followers of Mr. P2B, an obedient member, put a call to Mr. P2B. His name is Dr. M.O. Moses Paul. According to him, he put a call across to Mr. P2B yesterday, but due to the engagement that Mr. B had yesterday, he was not able to meet or to talk to Mr. P2B on time. But later, Mr. P2B called him. Mr. P2B told him so many things. In fact, when I saw the comments after Mr. P2B replied Kenneth Okonkwo and Dr. Moses, I was happy. In fact, I was so much made in happiness because Mr. P2B can never change. He started by saying Kenneth Okonkwo is my beloved brother, just like the way he replied Charles Soludo, the governor of Anambra State. He called him his elder brother. The same way he replied Kenneth Okonkwo. Mr. P2B can never change. Since then, comments have been trooping in. People have been commenting on the style of Mr. P2B. In fact, Mr. P2B won the heart of many Nigerians after he replied Kenneth Okonkwo. And according to the information I got yesterday, Kenneth Okonkwo lost so many of his staunch followers when he made that comment about Mr. P2B. So many people left him. Since P2B replied Kenneth Okonkwo, messages, comments have been trooping in. Don't forget what Mr. P2B keep on telling us before now. According to P2B, he told us that he is not desperate to become the president of Nigeria. Rather, he is desperate to see that Nigeria walk again. What do you think about this statement? And what do you think about what Kenneth Okonkwo said about Mr. P2B? And also tell me what you think about the reply Mr. P2B gave to Kenneth Okonkwo. I need you to comment.
I'm not desperate to be president. Not am I desperate to be anything. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work, especially for the youths of this country. It's not about, I keep saying, it's not about winning or losing. I would rather lose doing the right thing than win doing the wrong thing. My politics have been consistent in character and integrity throughout the time I started. And you can go and check.